The second session of Book 2 saw a new sale topper when Lot 977, a KODIAC colt, sold to John Ferguson for 380,000 guineas, crowning the Tally-Ho resident stallion the leading sire for the sale so far, selling 20 lots for just over 1.8 million guineas. In what was a repeat of several protracted bidding duels during Book 1, Roger Varian was the underbidder on the three-quarters brother to the Group 1 winner Vale of York, along with Joe Murphy, who pushed Ferguson all the way to top the sale for Michael McGill's Bellewstown stud. Sheikh Hamdan's operation also continued their investment during Book 2, with Shadwell's agent Angus Gold signing for 2 of the top 5 lots of the day, both by Cheveley Park stallion Kilaki, to take the Sheikh's haul to 26 for the sale so far.
Every year can be different, and what's fantastic to me is to see how much Sheikh Hamdan has supported the market this year. From the very start. I have to admire him. His enthusiasm for it is the same as it was when I started 30 years ago, and he's still here. He loves coming around the sales himself and having a look at all the horses. He really enjoys that, and I just take my hat off to him for still being as keen as he ever was, and I just hope we bought him a decent horse or two.
Amongst those yearlings carrying the Shadwell team's hopes was Lot 912 from Kilmanfoyle House Stud. Having been bought at the Tattersalls December foal sales for just 35,000 guineas by JC Bloodstock's Michael Fitzpatrick, he was one of the leading pinhooking results of the sale, when the hammer came down in favour of Angus Gold at 270,000 guineas, who revealed he will go into training with Owen Burrows.
I just thought he was a great athlete. I saw him 3 times, and every time he moved beautifully. This week is always about athletes as much as pedigrees, and everybody likes different things, and to me he just looked a real runner.
Just a few lots later, it was the Kilaki colt from Cheveley Park stud who caught the eye of Gold. He was forced to see off Roger Varian again as underbidder at 260,000 guineas for the full brother to Group 1 winner Penitent and Group 2 winner Supplicant, who is destined to join Kevin Prendergast in Ireland.
Different type, a little bit heavier, but a full brother to 2 good horses, so it's worked before. And again, plenty of the trainers liked him very much, so I always thought he would make that sort of money. And obviously somebody else valued him as high, nearly.
It is no surprise to see the progenies see the stars in high demand in the sales ring after another excellent year on the track as the sire of dual Derby winner Harzand. Lot 1024, a Mount Coot consigned colt out of a half-sister to French Derby winner and exciting young sire Le Havre, was sold to Blandford Bloodstock for 260,000 guineas. Lot 969, a Holy Roman Emperor colt from the Newsells Park stud draft, also attracted plenty of interest during the second session, with Al Donald of Sackville Donald Bloodstock outbidding Charlie Gordon-Watson at 250,000 guineas.
He just had sort of perfect balance and a sort of quality outlook, and he just had a sort of swagger of like a proper man about him, and we've had quite a lot of luck with this stallion, the likes of Designs on Rome and Charles the Great and a couple of others. He's been a bit of a lucky stallion for me, and I'd say this is the best looking one I've ever actually bought. He also had an excellent temperament. They can actually be quite hot-tempered, the Holy Romans, and tend to need gelding, but this fella seems to tick all the boxes. He's going to go to Charlie Hills, and it is a Hong Kong-based owner, but he races horses here, so maybe one day he'll end up in Hong Kong, but not necessarily.
The top price filly of the sale so far was Lot 830, a daughter of FASTNET Rock out of a half-sister to Group 1 winner Landseer, who was offered by Michael Swinburne's Genesis Green stud. The bay filly, who was bred by Swinburne, was underbid by Richard Brown, who was forced to concede to the might of trio MV Magnia, Amanda Skiffington and Paul Shanahan, who signed for the offering at 240,000 guineas. The last yearling by the late Azamor was always likely to be sought after, and it was Roger Varian who swooped late to get the better of Tom Goff to secure Lot 968 for 230,000 guineas. Bred by Wells Summers Stud, the colt is a half-brother to Group 3 winner Agent Murphy from the family of Grade 1 winner Miss Keller, and was sold by the Castlebridge consignment, who ended day 2 as the leading sales consigners so far.